as we said, it just changes over the time. You're never going to have one purpose, I believe. And I guess the next question would be like, are we born with a purpose, or it's more like something you discover? Is it possible to be destined for something?
I don't know if I have the answer to that question. um, are you born with purpose? I think everyone is like, that's kind of like the question of like, does your life have meaning? I think everyone's life has meaning. I think you just look at it in a way that's like, there's so many ways to look at it. Like biologically, like I said earlier, it's like, is it just an evolutionary purpose? Are we supposed to just have sex with each other and have kids and recreation? Is that it? Like any other animal?
Yeah.
But then you still look, we're more complex than that. It's like we've now created a society around us where it's like, okay, well, we have to do things and commit. Like, what is the end goal of everything? Like, what is the end goal of all of this? Like, why does everyone work so hard? You know, like, I don't know.
Why everyone is running?
Like, do you know what I mean? And I think of that all the time. But I think whether or not who you're born with it's going to change. Like, but it's also looking at it in a playful way.
Yeah.
For me, and like looking at it more fun, in that like, isn't that what life's supposed to be? And I don't mean like kind of taking the piss out of it or looking at it in a way that's like immature. It's more just like, I think life is supposed to be more simple than we make it, and I think our purpose is supposed to be more simple than we make it. And I think that it's not confusing it between the idealism of like, this is what success is. I need to have all these cars and houses and all these unlimited amounts of friends and popularity or whatever it is that you're scaling for.
Yeah.
It's kind of more of like, okay, well, am I happy? Am I present? I think as well. Is my mind thinking ahead all the time, or am I dwelling in the past, or actually am I comfortable with where I'm at now?
Yeah.
And I think really it's kind of just working towards having a more present sense of self. Like, that for me was just, like you said, the journey, right? Not the end destination.
That's it.
If you can be more present in the journey of the pursuit of what it is that you want to do, then I think you kind of crack the code in that way. And I think there's a lot of people that you could say their idealism, they've got success, like on paper they're successful, but I know for some of those people that have it, I've met them, like even working in the yachting industry, that for me was the biggest thing. I saw people with billions of pounds and like super yachts and car and like everything that you could possibly want, like anything, like whether that's sex or travel, or like they had it and like they were depressed, miserable because they just, that for them wasn't enough. So then it's like, the question is like, well then clearly it's more deeper and it's something that's free.
Yeah.
Like you're just, maybe they're just not present. And I was like, well, then I need to be looking for something more meaningful. And that for me was like completely changed my idea. And whether or not you're born with that, I'm not sure. And I'll flip the same question to you. Do you think we're born with it, or?
I do believe that there are some people who are born with the purpose. I mean, everyone, I guess, is born with a purpose, but for some people, it's just easier because they already know what they want to do.
Yeah.
In a way. So I'll give you an example. I had a friend back in Lithuania that we were really good friends, and I remember from the early age, probably like 5 years old, he already knew that he wanted to become a policeman. It's just something that he knew. And then we finished school, and then he went to police school, and then now he's a successful policeman, which is great. And I guess that's that goes to the same to like Michael Jordan or John Jones from UFC. Like, he just born, he did wrestling, and then he go into MMA. And I guess it's a balance between a talent, and if you're born and you know what you want to do and you're talented into that, you're talented of what you're doing, then it's just it's like a shortcut, right? But that's not the most people. I guess that's like 99% of the people that like are really I would call it a luck, because if you know what you want to do, like, you don't need to try these different tennis classes and like Zumba classes, and you just I guess if you're in a Zumba class and you don't want to be there, like, I guess it's less hassle, right?
Yeah,